Cybercrime has become one of South Africa's biggest business risks. Cybercrime costs the economy around $2.2 billion a year and is one of the biggest threats to businesses in South Africa this year. Cyber attacks against government offices will likely increase as well, according to the Scientific and Industrial Research Council. On Tuesday, April 4th, CSIR cybersecurity systems expert and research group leader Billy Petzer gave a presentation on cybercrime regarding South Africa, which revealed a shocking situation. Top global destination. Although Petzer says some sources place country third place globally, the country ranks 6th in world terms of cybercrime intensity. South Africa is also the 8th most targeted country in the world for ransomware. Petzer's presentation stated that over the past year, ransomware has affected more than half of South African companies. On the Daily Maverick South Africa linked to Australian cybercrime after crackdown on stolen identities and money laundering previously, cyberattacks were launched against Transnet and some other government departments, which resulted in the closure of ports. 5 million consumers and the President TransUnion was also impressed. In June last year, he issued a statement saying following the recent incident where a criminal third party gained access to an isolated TransUnion South Africa server, we are now able to provide an update from our investigation. From our understanding, data on 5 million consumers were potentially affected, and only ID numbers of 5.2 million consumers were affected, with no personal information linked to their ID number. For businesses, a total of 600,000 organizations were potentially affected by the event. While giving his CSIR presentation on Tuesday, Petzer said that even the president's private information was leaked during the TransUnion data breach. At the time, a hacker group reportedly threatened to release data on President Cyril Ramaphosa. Petzer also said that Ramaphosa was targeted through phone monitoring. It was previously reported that Pegasus spyware could have been used for this. Disruptive cyber incident. The CSIR presentation said that the World Economic Forum identified cybercrime as one of the top 10 global risks. According to the forum, the biggest risk for 2023 will be identity theft, followed by cyber blackmail, financial data loss due to cybercrime, attacks on critical infrastructure and geopolitical instability. Cyber warfare. CSIR's presentation said that geopolitical instability and the use of cyber warfare are increasing at the international level. Petzer explained that Russia's war against Ukraine isn't just bots on the ground, it includes cyber activity. The CSIR presentation continued. 93% of cyber leaders believe that global geopolitical instability is likely to lead to a catastrophic cyber incident in the next 2 years. Petzer said the challenges faced globally in terms of cybercrime are getting more complex at the local level. For South Africa, it was predicted that there would be a significant increase in attacks on government offices. Cyber harassment and sexual harassment. According to the CSIR presentation, cybercrime has been marked as one of the biggest risks to business in SA for 2023. He added that the spread of ransomware will continue and there will be a further increase in cyber harassment, cyber blackmail, and blackmail. Still, such crimes are underreported and often underreported for reasons, especially when it comes to sex blackmail, including shaming, Petzer said. He described South Africa as the most unequal country in the world, with high rates of poverty and unemployment. This meant that the country did not have the luxury of its European counterparts in terms of resources devoted to fighting cybercrime. The presentation said that tackling socio-economic challenges in South Africa is given a higher priority than technological challenges. However, South Africa was the most technologically advanced country on the continent, with a large youth population, high levels of internet access and high smartphone penetration. Several cybersecurity experts, but the CSIR presentation said there is low level of formal education in cybercrime, the general population is not tech-savvy, and there are very few cybersecurity professionals in the country. These issues had to be addressed. Petzer stressed that cybersecurity is a shared responsibility. This meant that individuals, the private and public sector as well as government had to work together. For example, CSIR collaborated with organizations such as Eskom, South African Reserve Bank, Ministry of Health, Tshwane University of Technology and South African Police Service. Ear scans and fingerprints. During the presentation, Petzer outlined some local technologies aimed at preventing cybercrime and improving other work. He said the Cyber Early Warning System can scan for cyber attacks and alert a network administrator to threats through multiple channels. Biometrics for children can be done to identify them from 0 weeks old by comparing and analyzing their fingerprints, ear shape and iris features. Petzer said ear scans can be used like fingerprints to help identify children and address issues of false or stolen identity. The website went into more detail and said CSIR's Veristic Print biometric technology is an end-to-end biometric system that uses digital imaging devices such as smartphones, webcams and digital cameras to create fingerprint scanners. Petzer said it could be used to take fingerprints from the crime scene without damaging the fingerprint. Karen Dolly has spent years tracking down the footsteps of crime drug barons from around the world. In her latest book, Clash of the Cartels, Dolly offers unprecedented insight into how certain drug cartels and syndicates operate through South Africa, engaging in LY violence in the country, and supporting local crime networks. Available now from the Daily Maverick shop.